You've been in prison 3 times. You didn't use
every 17 years. You see, I have a fad for that.
You used the time wisely, though, haven't you? You've never just sat around inside.
It was an adventure. It was like being in high school because there were fellas that told me things about life, but the second time was very. That's when I had been through halfway through my career, and this was for the Indian and girl again thing. You know, they're a big part of my life. And I wrote a few of the songs that became fairly popular. Presley recorded one, and Nadine, and...
yes, that's one of my great favorites.
Really?
No Particular Place to Go. That was quite a good one to have written while in prison, wasn't it?
I love it. I love it.
You said, Chug, in the book as well, every 15 or 17 years you say, I seem to make a big mistake. So when is the next one due?
In about 5 years, and I'm watching out in about... Well, but it seemed the first one was 2.5 years incarceration. The second one, 16 months. The third one, 88 days. I won't have enough time for a big project.
I always tried to prepare myself for a role. I know when I did Ace in the Hole, I worked as a reporter, and when I did the detective story for Willie Wyler, I worked for about a month with the 47th Street Detective Precinct, and I was in there, you know, working, and once I was fingerprinting a criminal, and he kept looking up at me, and I was fingerprinting him. He said, "You're Kirk Douglas." And I said, if I were Kirk Douglas, with all his money, would I be here doing this?
Occasionally people act very strangely. I was driving down Edgware Road once in my Volkswagen, and a taxi driver pulled up by me. I said, "Sting?" I went, "What?" He said, "You got a flat tire." And we went down to Swiss Cottage, and so I pulled to the side and thought, God, I haven't changed a tire for a long time now. So I got out, got the jack out the back, started to jack it up, and these 2 ladies went, "Here, it's Sting, and he's changing a tire." And it's all right. 2 ladies are watching me do this. God, how do you do it? Okay, get the nuts off. By which time these 2 ladies had become a crowd of people staring at me, changing this tire. So it then becomes a performance. You know, a lot of macho men are standing there going, "Come on, Sting, can you do this?" You know. So I get the tire off and I get the spare on. I stick it on. I put the nuts on, and at the end of it, I give a bow and a round of applause. But no one offered to help me. It was like I was doing a performance. Yeah. I'm just so glad I could do it.
I was getting ready for appearing in Vegas once, actually, and I decided I ought to get in shape. And Switzerland is, you know, wonderfully peaceful and empty and quiet, and so I would run around the farm and the barn and things that are quite near us, and I would sometimes jog, and I would sometimes sing, and I would really let it all go. And I was doing The Sound of Music one day, and a whole group of Japanese tourists came up over the hill, and they looked so stunned because I assumed they thought I did that every day of the week.
You very nearly lost your very last film role, didn't you?
I did, really.